Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go.
I'm made different. I'm made different. I'm made different.
What up, family? What's going on? It's your boy, MD. We here for another broadcast. What's going on? It's Wednesday. We had hard at work. You see, I had my mask on because, that's how I'm going to do it every episode. We're just going to keep the mask on. You know what I'm saying? The mask on, Cavassier ready. Another episode of Made Different, episode 14. Episode 14. The Sex Friend. The Sex Friend. Now, I got a real special guest coming in. She participates a couple times in the live session. So her name's China. Please treat her nicely. We're going to talk about a couple things here. Let me see if I can sign her in because it's the first time. It's live, so we're gonna try this out. Since we can't do the split screen, I figured I would do it this way to get people's more interactive. So let's see what we got. Let's see if it's bring her in. China.
What up? What up? What up?
What's up? So it did work.
How you doing there? How's the world doing? How's the Made Different family going?
Oh,
how's everybody doing?
Hey, look, we good. We good. Everybody's good. Glad you could join us. I appreciate you coming in. Checking in for this episode, The Sex Friend. So tell us a little bit about you, China.
What episode to come in on? Say that again.
I'm saying, tell us about you. Let us know where you from and all that.
Single, mama of 4. Originally from New York.
Okay.
Living in Baltimore, doing my thing.
What's up?
That sums me up right there.
Well, there you go. Look, that's all we need is the quick stat list. I appreciate
Real
that.
quick.
So yeah, we're in here. So basically, I read a meme the other day, and that kind of, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for this episode, and so this meme kind of hit. So I'm going to read it to you. The meme says, "Don't look at it as casual sex. Look at it as you're helping your friend have an orgasm." All right? Don't look at it as casual sex. Look at it as helping your friend have an orgasm. So I know, like, we've seen, like in Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld and Elaine, they tried this before. The casual thing with friends, sex between just friends, trying to separate the sex from the friendship. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that, China?
See, here's the thing. This day and age, right? If you come into the relationship or your sex relationship as just doing that,
Mm-hmm.
then you can develop a friendship afterwards. But being friends first and then trying to take it to the sexual level may be a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to go the other way around. Sex first, friendship second.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, wait. That's what I heard. That's what we heard, fellas? That's what I heard.
What I'm
sex
saying
first,
is...
and then we worry about friends later.
Did I say that?
I mean, it sounded... That's what I heard. I'm not sure what the people heard, but that's what I heard.
So I think, either way, but I think if you are friends first, it's hard to turn your friendship into a sexual, hey, friend, let me help you orgasm ship. You know what I'm saying? Rather than we cool peoples, we have sex.
I mean, a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? Wrong? Oh, damn. When are we still on? Yeah, we might got dropped off. But yeah, but you hear what she's saying. A friendship is harder to do to switch to the sex. Now, I don't know. Let's break this meme down, though, because I think she might have dropped off, so I think she'll have to come back in. But let's break it down for a second. Casual sex versus Oh, there she go. All right, she's back. All right, now I
Okay.
can hear you.
Good.
All right, now keep going.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No. So, what were you just saying? You just said something about the. I'm trying to figure out where you left off. Oh
I
yeah.
don't,
You gotta be
go
friends
ahead.
first. Be friends first, right?
I said it's harder to be friends first and then change it to a sexual relationship.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
easier to be sexual first and then be friends later.
See, I want to
Made
expand on
different.
that.
Made
Go ahead.
different. You got to think that through differently.
Yeah, I'm listening because I'm actually shocked right now. Okay, so because I wouldn't even thought you would have said that. So why do you think that, or what makes it harder to do the friendship first and then the sex? What do you think?
Because if you're friends, that's the level that you're on. Like, that's my homie. This is our situation. We're homies. We're cool. That's my big bro. That's my little bro, whatever the situation may be. Or my little sis. You know, we got to be all inclusive. My big sis, you know, however the situation may be. And then to switch that to go to something sexual, it might interfere with the friendship that was already established first. Get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but because I hear women say that all the time. Well, it might interfere with the friendship, but if you're friends, right, and let's say you're on a level where you're open with your friend, you're honest with your friend, can't you come to your friend and be like, look, I need to get off. I need to bust this nut. Like, it don't even have to be no, it don't have to make it weird. Just can you help me, friend? Like, we can't. Like, we can't.
I don't know about
be
that.
friends at that level.
I don't know about that. Because after you see your homie naked, you going to be able to go back to just being cool, like, we just friends. Got to do the side eye then.
I mean, I think you might be able to go back to it. See, that's the thing, and but it's hard though. It is hard. Like I said, there's been cases. I mean, people have been trying to have their cake and eat it too, for centuries now. I mean, and I don't know if we'll be able to solve it in an hour, but but I think that
the other part of that, that's tricky is that what if it's bad? Then how do you? Or what if one person thought it was great and the other person thought it was terrible? Then now you done ruined your friendship.
No, but did you? Because here's the thing: you're with your friend, right? You and your friend, y'all honest with each other. That's, I think, the most time you can get honesty with your sex. If you with your friend like, look, your shit is trash, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe your friend can even coach you on like how to please a woman better. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can give you advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, what better way than to have your friend coach you through it to be better for the woman he's really supposed to be with?
Has that ever happened, though?
No, it's never happened. I mean, it's never happened. It probably will never happen, but it should happen. That should be a thing. So as far as casual sex and relationship sex, right? Because I'm going to try to break this meme down where it says don't look at it as casual sex. So what do you consider to be casual sex? And then I'll give you some of my thoughts later.
What I consider to be casual sex is someone that you don't have a relationship with. Like, you guys are not booed up, y'all not coupled up, y'all are friendly enough that you see each other naked,
right?
And you do the do.
Mm-hmm.
You have sex, and you're mature about it. Like, you go your way, they go their way, and that's it. No more, no less than that. And when you're ready to get back to that again, you give them a call again, casually.
Right. Casually give them a call or text.
Right.
And see what's good. I agree with all that, and casual sex also, like, I'm going to say it like this. I don't know. It depends on whoever's relationship. But all the relationships I've been in, commitments I've been in, the sex flame dies out a lot when you're in a relationship. Like, you got to find new ways. You got to keep reinventing your sex in a relationship. And the casual, you can get as wild and freaky as you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can, you know, you and your partner or your lady or whoever can do it. You can ride your man's tongue all day as casual. But when you're in a relationship, they might not want to be freaky. They might have had a long day at work. They just might want to do something regular and go home, or you know, go to bed.
Wait a minute. We gotta pause. So you telling me that you could be as freaky as you want to be in a casual situation, but not in a relationship situation? That's exactly the opposite. You get in the relationship situation so that you can be as nasty as you want to be.
Wait, what? I don't think that's right. Is that right?
How the relationship? You don't get bored. You don't get boring in a relationship. That's when you turn it up. That's why relationships end. You gotta pull out. You gotta pull out your best game in a relationship.
Okay, so during the casual sex phase, you basically giving them 70% of your sex game. You don't want to give them the full, you know, the backwards motions. You don't want to give them the froggy style, all that during the casual. But when you get to relationship level, that's when you add the blocks in.
See, to me, let me fold my legs on this one. You know what I'm saying? You got to get comfortable when you get into this kind of situation.
I was thinking, like, wait, what are your legs doing now? Like, hold on. All right, yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I got to get in my, you know, my doctor stance right now, right? Real quick.
No doubt.
So when I feel like if you're open enough to have sex with somebody, you should be comfortable enough to be your full self. You shouldn't be holding back anything. You shouldn't be like, oh, let me save that for later. You should be fully expressing your sexual self, right?
Right.
To me, sex at any time is exploratory. It's fun. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to, you know, do all the things that you want to do. It doesn't matter what the title is or non-title of your situation. You should be able to be free and comfortable, because what are you doing if you just bottled up and be like, oh, I can't really, you know, I really want to suck his dick, but I can't suck his dick because, you know, we're not together. You know, like, what are we doing? So, like, to me, though, I think when you're in a casual situation, you know, some people might say in a casual situation they don't get as freaky, or they might not be as free flowing. But if you're not free and doing all of that in a relationship, I see why relationships get stale. Because that's when you're supposed to be giving it up.
This is true. But, okay, so it's difficult because, all right, so because I couldn't hold back on the casual. You can't really hold back on the casual, though, because, like, you can't go into the casual half-assing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go in there basically like you on a job interview. You know what I'm saying? Or you trying to get hired. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're not going in half-assing the interview. No, you giving them your best shit. You know what I mean? You selling them your best profile ahead of time, and then later on when you get to work, and then you know you done got hired, then you can be lazy.
No, you don't get hired and get lazy. You get hired and get promoted.
Okay, there you go. You get hired. No, you can't get lazy when you get hired. But
no, but that's how people really feel, though. That's how people handle relationships sometimes. And that's why, you know, you have discussions like this, because maybe some people are feeling like I got the girl I want, I got the guy I want, I'm done. Like, I did what I'm supposed to do. What else is there to do?
Right.
You
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah, and see, that's a huge thing right there, because a lot of people, they'll miss when you get with somebody and then all of a sudden, like, you stop doing what you did to get that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they don't keep, you know, trying to seduce that person, which you gotta keep it up. You can't just be like, all right, boom, she's mine and it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the same thing goes for the females, because a lot of pressure gets put on the guys. I know people are going to come at me. It's okay. I'm grown. but a lot of pressure gets put on dudes to do the right thing or to keep up the things that they did to get the girl. But women, ladies, we got to keep on being who we were to get the dude as well. It's mutual. It's not just we sit back and be, catered to. We still got to be seducing him and making him want to come home at night too. The same way you want somebody to want you to come home. The same. It should be a two-way street.
Hell yeah. No, you right on that one. You hit the nail on the head because it's crazy. Like, and I'll find out like when I'm dating or whoever. You know what I mean? Like once, let's say I get in or whatever, we deal with each other, and then next thing you know, there's no more hard to get. There's no more. You know what I'm saying? There's no more resistance. Right. So like once the resistance is all the way gone, I'm talking about there's zero resistance left. It's kind of, I don't know, it kind of dulls its way out to me. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's good or bad. I can't really say. But all I know is, like, in my mind, I'm like, shit, like, she ain't even putting up no fight. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of wearing off, depending on where you are in the relationship.
Right, but maybe fight isn't the right word. Maybe it's like she not coming to the table with what she brought to the table before. Like, I know of a lot of women, like, sometimes they feel the pressure when they, like, have a baby or gain a little weight. They don't feel like themselves. They don't feel as sexy. They don't feel as, attractive. But, girl, you buy a plus size and get it popping. Like, there's no need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell my family all the time, I'm in shape. Round is a shape. I'm round. Okay, so buy that next size up, get it popping. Like,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know. And I like a thicker woman. You know what I'm saying? And like, I hate when like sometimes I talk to women and then they kind of like feel bad that they're thick or something. I mean, dress it up. It's a lot of thicker women that's like very like sexual, very enticing, but you know what I mean? They make it, they package it well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they got the heels or they not even necessarily makeup, but they put together a nice ensemble for you to look at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so I'm with you on that.
We're not gonna get off the guys because same thing. You don't have to have a 6-pack and all of that stuff. I'm still attracted to my chubby guys, and with the little extra, they sexy too. So we can go both ways. We're not gonna just hang on to women and tell them what to do. Guys,
right.
you a little weight, you still sexy too. Feel sexy. Be free.
Be free. Be free. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, us too. Look, that's why I still, we get haircuts. You know what I'm saying? I want my haircut stuff. That's why it's hard to, this situation's hard right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm getting scruffy and all that. But yeah, I like to keep my haircuts up. You know what I mean? Keep my shoes fresh, clothes fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I try to stay fresh as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, highlight your attributes. You know what I'm saying? Guys, women,
absolutely,
all of us, we gotta do that because you basically selling yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Every
Especially
day.
Especially when you out here in these mean streets when you single. These streets is mean when you single.
Yeah, especially these days. Yo, it is crazy right now being single and the in the whole sex world. You know what I mean? And that's why let me veer back to the meme because it says look at it as helping your friend have an orgasm. So let's say wouldn't you rather get the orgasm from your friend than randomly running the street getting something?
That's the part that got me a little that makes me think a little. Like the how do you say it? The familiarity, the familiarness of the person that is your friend. That will be a lot easier. But what happens when you guys are? I keep thinking about like the next thing. Like it's cool for now in the moment, but what happens when that moment is gone? Are you guys still going to be cool? Is it still going to be a friendship? Did you mess up the friendship? I keep thinking of those things. If I'm just thinking like a thinking like, I hate to say it, but like thinking like a nigga sometimes, and you just
Right.
want to get it off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, then you're not thinking about the what if and what happens and what next. You're just thinking about the moment, and that's fine. But sometimes you got to think about the consequences of the moment.
That's true. I mean, and they say what is it? You can risk losing a friend over the sex, but I don't know. I think I might take that risk because just think about the payoff. Just think about the payoff, though. It's and that's why I try to tell people relationships is like gambling. Just think about the payoff. It's always going to be a risk. There's always going to be a risk involved. Whether you're dating, anybody could cheat, anybody could do anything. There's always a risk involved. But you got somebody, y'all already cool as fuck. See, and I think it just depends on your friendship. Like, how cool are you? You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all already cool as fuck, y'all chilling and then just sprinkle sex into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could end up being, something great that happened to you. I mean, now, it could fail miserably, like you said, but
right.
The reward, I don't know. It might be worth it.
I mean, I'm not going to front. The thought, in this conversation has sort of changed my mind, make me think a little bit more on it, but I'm still team not with friends. I'm still team, I don't know, but I'm thinking. It's got me thinking.
I mean, look, it'll get you thinking for sure. That's when I saw the meme and I was thinking like, oh, that's why I try to like analyze memes a lot on these episodes because sometimes we post memes and stuff and people think it's one way, but then you can look at it like a whole bunch of different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we gotta straighten that stuff out. So I mean, I don't know. So there's no emotional ties as far as your casual sex goes. Relationship sex is supposed to be more wild. That's what I'm taking from it. I mean, you're in a relationship, it's got to be popping. You got to keep it popping. You got to keep
it popping.
You going. So let's go with some. I wanted to list some positives and negatives about having a sex friend. All right, so you give me a positive, and now I'll give you a positive, and then we'll like go back and forth.
Okay. Ooh, a positive.
Yeah, let's see if we can give. I'm trying to keep up with the chat too, but
a positive is that that you're familiar with the person, that you don't have to learn a new person. It's familiar, so it's safe.
Familiar.
All
right. So it's familiar. I'll give you a positive that you already have some kind of connection with the person. Now I'll give you a negative. A negative would be that, like, and really honest, what you said, if it's whack, you could lose a friend. What's your negative?
My negative is how do you move forward, like afterward? Like, what if it's really good and you're like, we could be in a relationship now? Or like you said, the negative is like, if it's really bad, then you're like, how am I gonna tell my homie it's bad and I don't want to do it again?
Well, see, now if you're helping a friend, it shouldn't be good or bad. So, all right, here's another thing. Let's go this way, because I just thought about this. So let's say you're just sleeping with a friend.
If I'm helping a friend move, there's a good and a bad out this moving situation. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're helping a friend, there still could be a good and a bad.
This is true. It's true. I mean, it does not necessarily have to be sex, but when you're trying to just let your friend get off, does it matter how good a job they do? You know what I'm saying? Like, because here's the thing, like, are you just trying to help them get off, or are you like trying to get pleased too?
Isn't it mutual?
That's I don't know. And see, that's why these memes are like so open ended. I don't know. Let's say it's not mutual. Let's say your friend's just like, look, man, I'm really just trying to like bust off real quick. Like, it's hard times. That
Right.
I'm not trying
Quarantine.
to, look, that's like a whole other quarantine. Oh Lord, got me seeing visions. But your friends just trying to bust off and get right, but they're not trying to seduce you. They just need to get off. I mean, does that matter? Should it matter?
If the friend comes to you with the proposition of, hey, this is what I need your help with, friend, can you help me? That's different than going into the situation as in we're here for each other. So I think it all depends on what the before talk is leading up to it. I think so many times that when friends do have sex, it's not on purpose. Like it happens like not on a like nobody. It doesn't seem like you plan for it to happen. Mm-hmm. But if it was a plan and the plan was to help me get to where I need to be, then mission accomplished. We did what we were supposed to do. But if it just happens and there's, what do we do next? Why didn't we should have talked about this before? Then that adds the complication.
Okay, yeah, I see. Like if y'all went to a party or something, got lit, and then all of a sudden just kind of got into it or whatever. There was no plan together. It's like, oh shit, where do we go from here? Type deal. Right. Okay. Yeah, I could dig that. Yeah, and see, and I guess that's a big stipulation with this. What's the dynamic? Right.
And if your friend says, and what if your friend comes to you and says, can you help me out? Will you think of them differently because they came to you with that and you're like, ew, sexual. I never thought of you that way. Or will you be like, oh snap, my homie came to me.
Right. See it. That's another thing. That's a whole other positive and negative, because you could look at it as a positive, like, damn, they really thought about me, you know what I mean? So I could help them out. Or you could be like, nah, why did they come to me for that? And you could think anything. So yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on how good of friends you are. You know what I mean? Like,
what level friendship?
Exactly. Now, and I guess that's another part of it. Like how you were saying, that's my bro, that's my sis, whatever. Is that the line where it's too far? Like if you didn't get, like if y'all cool, but you ain't to where you calling them bro or you calling them sis, do you think it's easier to have the situation fold over to work unless you on like, yo, that's my sis? Or you think because the more closeness you have, that'll make it better? What do you think?
Say that one more time. I heard part of it.
Oh, my bad. Like, do you think it would be too much if you get to the bro and sis level? Like, is that where the line should be drawn? Like, if you calling somebody bro or calling them sis, that's where it could fuck up. Or if you're just not as good as friends, but y'all just cool or whatever, you think it's easier than to ask?
It's funny. Like, me personally, I don't have a lot of male friends. Like, so I don't know what that dynamic is like to have like a that's my bro kind of relationship with a guy. So I'm not sure about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, like for me, if my kids are calling you uncle, we can't have sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably... you know what I'm saying? That's an awkward conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like to have with the kids in the next morning, and why Uncle such and such stay in your room. You know what I'm saying? Like we not doing that. So, but if you like just friendly, and I don't know. That's so hard. That bro, and I know you have a lot of homies that are your sisters. Do you think that's the line?
And while I was talking, I was really trying to think about like my truthful answer. My truthful answer is all the women that I know, if I call them bro or call them sis, I don't want to fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And because like I genuinely feel like they're like family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't look at them sexually. Like, you know what I'm saying? None of that. So I don't know. I don't know if I ever would get to a point where I will call somebody sis, but then want to have sex with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I think we've come to a conclusion that the bro sister line is the do not enter zone.
But
oh, not the but.
I mean, you know, I like the butt. You know what I'm saying? So no, but seriously, so the butt. No, but the butt really, because then I'm really thinking, but in that closeness, are we close enough to where we can come to each other like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and have it not be where I need to be sexually, like like I want to have sex with them, because the question isn't really do I want to have sex with them. The question is, will they help me get off sexually and not be frustrated?
That is a different question.
And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. Like, and I'm trying
glad
to really
you don't
be
know.
honest with myself. I don't know. Like, it's because I really think I wouldn't draw that line, but you know what I'm saying? But I still kind of think like if it would be somebody I would ask, it should be the sis. You know what I'm saying? Because just because we so
should
cool,
it be
but
though? I don't think it should.
You don't think
it should be the sis. No. I think, like you said, like you said before, it's all how it's presented. I think it's all in the presentation. You know?
Yeah, I think you're probably right, and you probably just don't have to. You don't have to go there, but I mean, but it's. At this point, it's nothing sexual. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
it is, but to orgasm is a sexual activity.
Yeah,
so we can't
true.
remove the sex from the sex.
I mean, but I guess not. You can remove attraction though, because that gets done a lot.
We can remove attraction. We can remove relationship. We can remove a lot of things, but we can't remove the sex from the sex.
All right, well, we keep the sex. We'll keep the sex part.
And I guess
go ahead.
And wait, doesn't it have to be some level of attraction?
See, I'm thinking if you want to have sex with somebody, yes. But if you're just trying to get off because it's hard times, does it? I don't know.
But if you want to get off because it's hard times, you could do that by yourself.
Yeah, but you know, it sucks alone. I mean, quarantine. This shit ain't fun after a while, yo. Like,
damn you, Rona.
You know what I mean? Like, this shit crazy after a while. You know what I mean? So I think so we got one call. What time is it? 10:30. So I want to try to get. Look, if y'all listening, call the number. It's 914-205-5546. We will try to take a few calls if y'all got any questions or comments. And so I got one that's been on hold since we started, but I wanted to get kind of the discussion going. Then we'll take this call. So let's see what's going on. So hold on. Hello. Are you in, caller? No? Maybe they hung up. They might have hung up because they've been in there too long. But if you did call back. But definitely call back. I think I know who it was, but I'm not sure. Definitely call back. Where were we at? Oh yeah. So the positives and negatives. Do you have any more positives? Or we kind of exhausted.
I think we exhausted the positives. But I'm really thinking on it.
Mm-hmm. So it's way more negatives. It's way more negatives.
I don't know if it's way more negatives. I'm kind of in between right now. Just because I don't have any bros or sis out in the world that I would want to sleep with. Yeah, that's the thing. So Jennifer says in the chat, she
she said. Let's see. I'm trying to read this chat too. It would ruin it. Rochelle said it would ruin it. Let me go back through to some of the chat. Here, Rochelle says, I don't care about random people. I want my friends to stay my friends, which I can dig that.
I can too.
What's the reward of faithful sex buddy? Pass. Okay. Jennifer says it can ruin relationships. Nicole says it always matters. The fuck? It's definitely mutual. Yeah, it should be mutual attraction. I guess I can get myself off if it's going to be a job for someone to help me.
Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's true too. Yeah. I mean, look, if it ain't natural, then it ain't popping. So I guess we can go with that. But and that's kind of just the whole point of casual sex. You know what I mean? It's just the randomness of it.
See, I think you got that a little not backwards, but like, see, casual and random are two different things too.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have casual sex, but it's not random. You know the person.
All right, so then that would be what we call having regulars. So what's up
you
with
call that what?
I would call it having a regular. You know what I mean? Somebody you can call, y'all don't have a relationship attachment, but y'all know what it is when y'all see each other, and it is what it is.
Right, that's casual.
Right. I can give that as a casual. So, is there anything wrong with having a regular that you also kick it with? Like, not even as a sex friend, just as y'all mostly have sex, but then y'all go hang out or whatever.
That's cool. I think that's cool. But
so you don't have any. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you was gonna say?
No, I was gonna ask you another, but go ahead. I'll save it because you might answer it.
I think it's cool when you, like, if you can do the sex casually and then hang out too. That's what's up. That's cool. That's a cool situation.
Yeah.
If that's what you both want to do.
So, if that's what you both want to do, it's casual, but y'all still hanging out. Would you consider that dating?
I knew that was coming.
Cause that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like to me. Y'all dating.
Because, we're pushing 40. If we're not 40 already in the group, everybody talking and, the whole, the made different fam. We like, us. At this point in the game, you got to be very clear. So if you're clear about your intentions, like, hey, we're cool, we hook up whenever we hook up, same time, I want to get to know you, I want to hang out with you, I think you're cool, then I think it's time for a conversation about, are we dating or are we still casually having sex? That's a conversation that needs to be had.
Conversation. That's very important. Communication. That's what's missing in everything in today, because people are always left to assume whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's no definition. You know what I mean? And I'm really a big, huge fan of communication and not just assuming somebody's going to know what you mean.
Nobody knows anything until you open up your mouth.
Exactly.
And say it. And you know what's funny? I didn't learn that until like 35. I didn't learn that until like 4 years ago. I'm not even kidding with you. Like, I'm like, no, seriously. I was like, what do you mean you don't know how I feel? Isn't it clear how I feel? Why are you stupid? No, dummy, you ain't tell them how you feel. How are you supposed to know? So legit, like, it really took like somebody who, like, being in a relationship who, my ex, who was very much, these are the words that are coming out of my mouth. This is what this means. When you say something out of your mouth, that is what it means. Like, he was very specific about that, and that made me be like, oh, I have to say these things. I can't just he's not going to magically know through osmosis that this is what it is. So trust me, it might sound crazy, but it's some of us that are still learning. Because trust me, I learned 4 years ago.
Yo, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of getting to this whole realm of kind of understanding what's happening and kind of piecing together the things that's been going wrong with me. So I'm kind of right behind you. You know what I mean? It's definitely within the last decade. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I figured out kind of about the communication or how other people communicate, or I'm able to see, like, look, this person's been feeling this way, but they want me to figure it out. But, you know what I mean? So I'm always quick to, like, address it. Like, look, tell me what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like you might be wanting me to do this, but just talk to me instead so I don't have to figure it out. Because, guys, we're dumb in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know, even though, like, whether you're empathic or whatever, like, we don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? We can't figure it all out. Or it could be multiple meanings. We just don't have time to figure this shit out.
And it's just, sometimes it's like simply having a conversation. You guys, you and your person could be on the same page, but nobody had a conversation about it. And that's why it's just in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just takes somebody to be like, we need to talk about this. And sometimes a little alcohol will help, a little weed will help, maybe, if that's your thing. And then you'll be able to have the conversation that's uncomfortable and get to the bottom of some things.
Yeah.
Make it pillow talk. After everybody get off a little bit, you can be like, I was just wondering.
Don't do that. I'm going to fake sleep. I'm going to be like, I'm going to fake sleep right there. I'm going to be out right there. Like, yo, I'm gone.
You know what I'm saying? You do the little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you be like, so I'm saying it's good. What's good? You know, you hit them with the Nicki Minaj, yo, Miley, what's good? Like,
look, don't talk to guys. I'm gonna tell y'all ladies right now, don't talk to us about that shit right after we fucking. Don't do it. That is I'm gonna give y'all some good advice. Don't listen to China. Don't talk to us. Don't talk to us right afterwards. Because we ain't hearing you right there. Our blood ain't even get back to our brain yet. We ain't listening right there.
Okay, fine. Listen to the man on this one. Maybe I don't know what men are feeling in that moment. You know, I get it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. I don't know. So maybe you listen to MD on that one.
Oh, wait. So here we go. Hold on. The person called back. So call if you're still in here. Let's see if we can bring you on. Hello.
Hi, this is Kat. Hi, China. Hi, Matt. I have a question. So I feel that first a statement, I feel that for a person to go to their friend and say, like, hey, let's do this, I feel like, especially from a female's perspective, that female has to be very strong and be able to compartmentalize. I think that a lot of females, they mush everything together, and so even if it's a 1 or 2 time or 3 time or however many time thing, they will just start interpreting it that it's something more when it really isn't. So that becomes the key communication piece. But I do have a question for you all, and that is, so if you go down this road with a friend who's supposed to be your homie and say, like, this goes on for 3 months or so, and then you meet the guy of your dreams or the girl of your dreams, what happens then? How do you re-engineer that relationship or keep it authentic? Because at some point, if you're really good friends with this person, the person you're dating, if you all become serious, is going to meet your friends, and that's going to be awkward unless you all just agree that, you don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to him, Kat. Yeah.
Thank you, Kat.
Yeah, definitely thank you for calling, for one. But also, dope. So I'm gonna look, you take it from the female side. I'll take the male side.
Okay. So the first part of that is I'm all about honesty and openness. So I would never want my significant other to be questioning anything. So I'm the kind of person that would be like, yo, just so you know, me and such did whatever. It happened just to let you know. So it's not like a surprise if it ever comes out on one drunk night at a Halloween party or something. Everybody knows and everybody's aware. But it is, I am a female who does compartmentalize very well and very easily. So it's easy for me to be friends with somebody that I slept with. But I know it for a lot of females, it is really hard to separate it from one, from the friendship and the sexual situation. So I do understand what Kat was saying there.
So I was dating a guy, and before me, she was 16 years older than him. And they're still really good friends because he's 45 now, and she's, what does that make her, 61? So we went on a vacation out to L.A. to visit his best friend, a guy, and she lives in the L.A. area from when he used to live out there. So, we actually met up, had, lunch and stuff, and the other times that we went out there before we broke up, we would meet up, we would see her. I actually became Facebook friends with her. Some of my guy friends, they thought that was crazy. They were the ones that were tripping off of it, more so than any female friends, which was really weird to me.
But did you know that they had sex together?
Oh, yeah, I knew they had dated.
Okay.
My whole thing was, but they're still, really good friends, and it's more of, in a sense of, I'm sure you both have, older friends from work or church or whatever that you sort of, look after, you might call and say, how are you doing? I know this, especially with the situation going on now. But I never had any problem with it. And, my female friends didn't think it was crazy, but my guy friends were like, you're insane. Why are you putting yourself in a situation like that? But
no, I wouldn't think it was crazy either. I wouldn't either.
See, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Why would you? Why would you friend? Because I'm thinking, that's, I have known women that have attachments to other women that people did. You know what I mean? And I think it's definitely weird. You know what I mean? Especially with friends and dating. If I know my homeboy got a girl or something, and they chilling or whatever, you know what I mean? It's not my job to be buddy with them. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more so accepted on the female side, but us guys are at least me, I don't get it. What about you?
I think a lot of men would not accept the situation if it were a male older guy that you were with. Where females, we're very much oh, that was your homie? Cool. You know what I'm saying? And in certain situations, you might want to be close to that person just to know that she ain't dealing with your man.
True. yeah. I've seen y'all ladies do some crazy things. Oh, hey, girl, but y'all really be you know what I mean? And sometimes I do it too. Shit. I see it.
Yeah, you want to keep your eye on her.
Yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open. All right, why is this person so comfortable?
Mhm.
Hell yeah, but thank you. So, Ms. Kat. So, what do you think about? Would you ever have a friend that you confided in just for sex only, but y'all still stay just friends? You wouldn't date them?
I think that I'm mature enough to do it, but a lot of my guy friends, the ones that are single, I just think it would be weird. I think from their perspective.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, look, see, that's why I try to get as many things as I can. Yeah, guys sometimes get weird too, because then you get to the point where, especially when you're talking trash during sex, who's whose is it? You know what I'm saying? That's just mine. That's mine. You know? And then later on, she meets somebody. You're like, hold on. well, you said it was yours. Wait a minute. Hold on. You said it was mine. Hold up. You know what I mean? Who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I think it's all on how it's presented. If it's presented in a way that, like, hey, we communicated about this. This is what the situation is. This is for me in this moment, or this is for me in this time. Can you help me out, homie? If that's the situation, then you can roll with it. But as soon as somebody else pop up, you can't have feelings about it. You just got to be like, I knew what it was when I got here.
Yeah,
I think China, one thing you said earlier, I think for me, it would have to be one of those situations where it wasn't planned out, like where we're just hanging out and something happens, or we've gone out that night and had a couple of drinks and then something happened. But I feel like I would be able to be mature enough to be like, okay, yeah, that happened. Like, okay, we're still cool. We're still good to go. And then, I mean, if it happened again, it happened again from my perspective. But I don't know if I could do a repeat if it were one of my guy friends that wasn't, like, on the same level with me.
Right.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And then, so Jennifer said it depends on how the sex was. Okay. My man B said it wasn't yours. Which, no, it definitely wasn't. You know what I mean? But you know how cats be getting, man. They try to plant flags, you know, like it's the moon or something. Like, hey, we got here first, even though you didn't.
Flag. Oh boy.
They tried it. Look, I'm telling you, man. Like the ownership thing. I got a lot of women friends. I mean, I'm sure y'all can attest to this, that like guys be trying to claim stuff that ain't theirs. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
really
where
Good.
And that's where Kat said about being a strong woman and being strong in your own presence, like where you have to be like, excuse me, sir, that is not what this is about. Like, I mean, if you have to be assertive in yourself sometimes, like, you know, if somebody ain't doing what you like, you got to tell them that ain't it, bro. Like, you know, like, so sometimes it's uncomfortable, but you just got to let them know, like, you're moving in the wrong direction. Like,
right, like, whoa. Nobody said it was yours, player. Like, wait a minute.
Right.
Like,
right.
Pull back, you know what I mean? But
we're still not sure if man walked on the moon, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They're like, hold up, like, pull it back, bro, pull it back. Look, well, I appreciate your call. Do you have any other thoughts, Kat? You good?
No, that's it. I'm good.
Well, hey, look, I appreciate you.
Kat.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, because we got like, what? I think like 5-6 minutes left.
Yep, that's about that.
So I was gonna try to open it up some more, but I guess cats just feel like they're in the chat. They're in the chat mostly. So
what's happening in the chat? Because I can't see that.
Oh, you can see the chat? Okay, yeah, the chat. Oh, the chat. So restricted sex to maintain friendships. Boo. I feel you on that. Who wants to restrict sex, Rochelle? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, you might as well just go ahead and put your best foot forward, right?
We already established that we're not restricting sex. I think we drew a line in the sand with bro and sis. I think we established that there's no restrictions in sex. I think those are two things.
Hold on. No. But wait. There should be some restrictions because I look. This just can't. So there's a reason why me and like some friends of mine go. We always say, well, we only going halfway in. All right, because like sometimes if you go all the way in, that's when like the crazy comes out. Should just in a sexual state, should you limit how good you do to keep them from going crazy?
So here's a question. I'll answer your question with a question. What
Okay.
if your 80% is 30 to her? And now, so you're not giving your all, and she's like, this interview is sucking. And now you done messed up your chance for full-time employment.
Yeah, that's always a risk, isn't it?
That's why you gotta go in there ready to claim it.
Every time.
But I do, not all jokes aside, I do understand why people, hold back, and I've heard about the crazy, and if I touch her this spot, then she's gonna be looking for me in the daytime with a flashlight. I get it, but like, we're grown. Like, come on, stop it. Like, it's very easy. I think people cut off the part where you communicate with each other. Like, it's easier to sleep with somebody and never call them again than to have a conversation that says, "This is what I want from you." You know what I'm saying? It's just easier to be like, I just won't call her, than to say, than to say, "Hey, I really like you," or "Hey, I really didn't like this. Can we try this again?" You know what I'm saying? Like, please,
people, even if it's only two of you, please communicate. The biggest thing I think for tonight is communication. You know what I'm saying?
Communication.
Like, that's with anything, but people just don't. And technology makes it so much easier to not communicate.
Mhm.
The text message, all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can dodge a text. They didn't have text messages back in the day. Now it's like we're in the popcorn generation. It's like, well, I texted you 5 minutes ago. You need to respond because I know you had your phone on you. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Or you could just be avoiding somebody. It's not good. Got to be open to communication. Let me see.
And my homie I had a homie that used to always say, "Which one do you want? Do you want a microwave relationship or do you want a crock pot relationship?" You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want a microwave relationship, it could be done, it could be good, but it's gonna be fast, and it might not taste right. But if you want a crock pot relationship, that's gonna take some time, some effort, some loving. Leave it in there, let it cook overnight. You know what I'm saying? Let it marinate. Then you got that good stuff. So it all depends on what kind of relationship you're trying to aim for.
Yeah. As far as relationship goes, it should be the crock pot level. Like, hands down, it should be the crock pot level. Like, if you fell in love with me after a week or so, then you know what I mean, something else is wrong there. You know what I mean? Or if I fell in love with you after a week or so, something's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? So Rochelle said, "No, to be honest, I'm a woman with insatiable sexual appetite. Why would I hold back for a friend to maintain a friendship when I can let all of it loose with someone I'm serious about?" Hey, Rochelle's hitting them 3-pointers tonight. Yes, ma'am.
Yep. She's shooting in the gym tonight.
Where was you at when I was shooting in the gym, though? Shit, I used to play ball. All right, so let's see. We got 2 minutes left. So, any final thoughts, Miss China?
I'm just gonna say I'm thankful for having to be a part of the Made Different podcast tonight. This was fun. I'm a part of the Made Different family, no matter what. So I just hope I get to come back again, and hopefully we can, keep me here. China likes to make her voice and her opinion known, and it seems like the ladies agree with me. So, it's good to be here.
Dope. Yeah, you know what, and we appreciate you coming through. I know all of us do, especially the ladies. They definitely take to you a lot. So I appreciate you coming through. We definitely gonna do another one. Look, every week if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You definitely open. Hopefully next time we'll get some more callers. But I appreciate.
Yeah, we might have to start the callers earlier.
Yeah, maybe, but you know what? I only saw the one come in, but we'll try earlier next time, definitely for sure. So we're gonna come up with something new next week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Appreciate all y'all listening up. I don't answer my phone, bro. You already know. But look, until next time, family. Boom. Be safe, and I'll holler at y'all. Peace. Thank y'all for listening in. Next time. Shawty. Oh, that was dope. That was dope. Very glad. Very glad you were in there. Where'd she go? Oh, the person called back, so call if you're still in here. Let's see if we can. Oh man, that's right. For sure. Waiting for the music to kick in because we got 40 seconds. So we'll try this new format out, see how it works. I think it should be fun. So we're going to try to get some calls. The call number, 914-205-5546. I didn't leave it in the description. So, yeah. Hopefully, so I got a homegirl, China. She was in here the last time. She should be on. Sure, we'll go live in 5 seconds. Get ready to go in. Oh, actually, I think she called in. 1. There we go. What up, family? What's going on? It's your boy, MD. We here for another broadcast. What's going on? It's Wednesday. We had hard at work. You see, I had my mask on because, you know, that's what I'm going to do in every episode. We're just going to keep the mask on. You know what I'm saying? The mask on, Kavasi ain't ready. Another episode of Made Different, episode 14. Episode 14. The Sex Friend. The Sex Friend. And I got a real special guest coming in. She participates a couple times in the live session, so her name's China. Please treat her nicely. We're going to talk about a couple things here. Let me see if I can sign her in, because it's the first time it's live, so we're going to try this out. Since we can't do the split screen, I figured I would do it this way to get people's more interactive. So let's see what we got. Let's see if it's brand. China. What's up? So it did work.
How's the world doing? How's the Made Different family doing?
Oh, look, we good. Everybody's good. Glad you could join us. I appreciate you coming in, checking in for this episode, The Sex Friend. So tell us a little bit about you, China. You gonna come? I said, tell us about you. Let us know where you from and all that.
Single, mama of 4.
Established.
Originally from New York.
Okay.
Living in Baltimore.
Word.
My baby. That sums me up right there.
Well, there you go. Look, that's all we need is a quick stat list. I appreciate that. So, yeah, we in here. So, basically, I read a meme the other day, and that kind of